Why is it so important to hire a coach and a mentor? Today we talk about my favorite subject of all time, the coaching industry. Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lika and I'm a coach and a mentor, and I'm here to help you live a more successful, empowered, and fulfilling life. Before we jump into the subject of today, which is my favorite subject of all time, because it's my work, it's what I do, and it's how I personally transform my entire reality for the better. I'm gonna ask you to like this video and click the subscribe button, click the little bell so you get notified when I have a new video out. It really helps and support the channel, and that's what I need right now. Please give me your support. It really helps. Why is it important and how it can change your life to work with someone else and to work with a mentor or a coach? Whether it is someone that you intentionally hire, like that's what my clients do, or a mentor as in a teacher or someone you can look up to that will give you that individual support for your journey, we're gonna see how it can flip and change your life in no time. Being on your personal development journey is the most beautiful thing you can do. You're literally working on yourself. This is the most valuable thing you will ever have your entire life. It doesn't really matter what happens externally, the kind of house that you have, the kind of relationships you have, the kind of job you have, the amount of money you have on your bank account. All of that doesn't really matter. I mean, it does, obviously it does. We really want to live in that opulent, abundant, pleasurable experience. Of course, we want beautiful things to happen to us. And at the same time, I think and personally believe that we are on this planet to experience our full potential, to develop ourselves, to grow into better humans. And when we do that, usually the external things tends to be super attracted to us. So that's why all the manifestation world, the law of attraction, etc., really talks, and it's very connected to personal developments, because you need to change your vibration, you need to align yourself with your goal and your purpose so that you can live that abundant life and that life of your dreams. Basically, there is so much power in having someone that supports you in your journey. I've listed out 4 reasons for why it is so important and valuable for you to hire someone or to get close to someone that will be your mentor, that will coach you into becoming that next version of you. In a second video, I'm also going to share about how to hire a coach. It is so intimate, babe. You cannot hire someone just because they look nice online or just because they are sharing tons of testimonials of success. It doesn't mean you're gonna have success. Your choice of who gets to be so close to you, that is an honor for a mentor and a coach to work with you, and not the other way around. I remember when I started my personal journey, I always had that feeling that a coach was like above me, and there were this energy of me putting them on a pedestal, thinking that they got access to something I didn't. And I think it's not really healthy to function in this way, because I kind of gave my power to them. I think that's a whole other video as well, to like keep your power while you're being coached and mentored. But I would just think that someone is super cool and I want to work with them because I think I want what they have. And I think, really making the good choice is important, and that's why I'm gonna do a whole other video about that, because you really want this to align with your deepest value and to actually get the results that you want to have. Let's jump into it. 4 reasons for why it's so important and valuable. The first one is that they see not only your potential but also your blind spots. They see the limitations that you cannot see yourself. You know how we live in our bubble and we just see what we can see, we know what we can know, but we don't know what we don't know. It sounds very silly when you say it like that, but it's very true. So when you bring someone external into your experience, someone that is fully dedicated to your growth, to your path, someone that is in deep reverence of your evolution. That's why I was talking about the importance of really choosing well your mentor and who you want to work with, because this is a divine journey. This is something so precious. We're talking about your life. We're talking about your whole potential as a human being, as like being your full self in your full expression. This is extremely important. What I love about coaching is that it gives you that external perspective in devotion to what you want. So it's not just a friend that will tell you, oh, I think this and I think that. first of all, the mentor is fully committed to you and your personal development, but also when we're a coach, and I know it for myself, you see all of your different clients and that's your experience, that's your job, that's what you do. So you see so many examples, you know what you're talking about. Having someone that can access the limitations that you don't even see is so important, because if you don't know that you limit yourself, or you kind of sense it, usually that's why we turn to coaching in the first place. We just sense that we are not in our full expression. We sense that we have a little gap. We sense that we can go a step further and have that next level experience of ourselves, of our career, heart, of anything we truly desire. We sense that very subtle feeling of like, I know there is more, and I know there is more to me, and I want to blossom into that full potential of mine. And if we are not fully in our potential yet, and I think that's something that keeps growing over time, right? We can hold more of ourselves, of our experience, of the kind of love we want to attract, the kind of money we want to attract, the kind of experiences, the kind of expansion in our businesses, for example. It means that we have some limitations, but sometimes it's hard to see them because we have, in French we would say la tête dans le guidon. We're like the head in the bike. That's kind of how we say it. It's like we're in it. We just don't really see. We don't have enough perspective, which is 100% normal. Everyone in the world, like every therapist have a therapist, every coach have a coach. Even if it's not like 100% of the time, we need to be supported and held in our journey. I think it's something that is literally necessary, which doesn't mean that you cannot evolve on yourself, okay? Let me rephrase that. You don't need, you want. That's very different. That's very interesting, actually. You don't need anybody. You don't need anybody in order to grow and become a better version of yourself, in order to have everything you desire. You don't need anybody, but you want to get access to some support, because that's gonna help you to really grow faster. That's my point number 2. This is the biggest shortcut / accelerator. Literally, coaching helps you to collapse timeline and to get access to things that you thought were in the future. I think I'm gonna create a whole separate video about this story, but my very first experience with coaching, I had a plan for myself in 5 years. I was like, yeah, I think in the next 5 years I will get myself ready to do this, and I did this thing 2 weeks after I started coaching. I've collapsed 5 years, 5 into 2 weeks. I still cannot believe it, but that's the power of having a very good mentor to help you and support you move through your limitations and make things happen. And that is also linked to number 3, the fact that as human beings we're so inclined to comfort, which is natural and normal, but without someone to push, hold, and support us, we don't really go further than our comfort zone. If you know me, you know that I don't really like that notion of comfort zone, because I feel like what we call a comfort zone is actually very uncomfortable, because we are limiting ourselves and we always feel like, it's a very mediocre kind of experience. We're not in our full potential. It doesn't feel comfortable to be in that place, but it feels safer. And the coach will do exactly that. A coach would make it safe for you to do things you've never done before. That's actually how I collapsed 5 years into 2 weeks, is because with my mentor I felt like I had a safety net. I didn't really had a safety net with her, but she was supporting me and holding me into that extreme discomfort, and that is so valuable and so precious, because we need to do things that we have never done before in order to have something that we never had before. Okay, I just looked at my notes and I realized I had 5 points and not 4. So 4th is that they see your potential and they help you to get there. This is my favorite thing to do, and I think that is one of my specificity as a mentor and a coach, is that I would never let you settle for less than your full potential. And that's also what I look for in a coach and a mentor. I know we all have our little specificities and stuff. I know not everyone puts the same emphasis that I do. I think it's just so natural in me, even with my friends or my family, people around me, which can be, honestly, in my personal life, like it's amazing to have that as a mentor, but in my personal life, sometimes it's a bit too much because, you need to leave your friends alone. But also people love it when you push them to be at their full potential. But for example, sometimes we're la tête dans le guidon, like the head in the bike. We're so focused on what's happening in front of us, we don't realize the bigger picture. And it's harder to take decision from our higher self, but a coach will never let you do that. A coach will always invite you into that higher future version of you and taking decision from that place, even when you cannot do it for yourself. Which means that, for example, when I work with business owners and CEO leaders, it is very important to show up in their businesses the way they really want to, and not from where they are right now, but how they see their business and themselves as the founder, as the person in charge, to really step into that decision making when sometimes you have opportunities coming into your business and maybe your business is at a lower point financially and you really want to grow your cash flow, bring more money in your business, and you would say yes to something that is not in alignment with the values of yourself as a leader and the values of your business. So having a mentor that never lets you settle for less, it means that they will always push you to take that decision that is maybe the hardest decision to make, but it is the one that will bring exactly what you want because you are firmly rooted in yourself. As always, it's an invitation, but I think it's something that I forgot my thread of thought right here. I just got lost. Anyway, to wrap up this point number 4, it's really about someone that holds you to the most magnificent expression and version of you. And I want to share that for the people that are exactly like me, and to realize that this is a gift, and like anything else in the world, it is both a blessing and a curse. I have this ability, I can always see people's potential. I can always tap into their highest self. Also bringing that spiritual aspect to it where I just see through it. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm talking here to the people that have the same abilities and are very tapped in and can see always the potential into everything they see, especially in people or in relationships. And I'm saying it's a blessing and a curse because in my professional life, it's so serving. This is why people love to work with me. But in my personal life, it means that sometimes I would see the potential more than what's actually happening in front of me. For example, in romantic partnerships, I would hold on to the potential of what the relationship could be. And I know we're so many. We have done that. You've done that. I've done that. We all done it. Maybe not everyone. If you didn't, good for you. I'm happy for you. But I definitely did that many times where I would see the potential in a relationship and I couldn't see the real human in front of me. I was always seeing the potential of that person and holding on to that, which is not the healthiest thing, and ended up always in disappointment because we need to be realistic as well. But in my coaching business, it's freaking fantastic because it brings people from where they are into like so much further than where they thought they wanted to go, which is fucking epic. I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking epic. And finally, the last point, so 5th, is that us, ourselves, who am I inside, my soul, my essence, I am my most valuable thing. And I'm not a thing. But I am the most valuable me. I'm just valuable as fuck. Like, that's all I have. It's my life. So ourselves is the most valuable thing we will have along all of our life. So imagine the power and the potency in investing in that. And when I say investing, of course, hiring a mentor and a coach is a financial investment, but it's also an investment in terms of like investing your resources, investing your time, your energy, your focus, your attention towards yourself and your personal growth. A car, a ring, a house, all those things are extremely valuable. They provide shelter, transportation, joy, safety, warmth. They are also part of our basic needs. But who we are and our interpersonal relationship, the relationship we hold with ourselves, is what will determine how much you can enjoy those things. I was talking a little bit about that in the beginning of this video. I think this is literally the most precious thing you have is yourself, and feeling good in your own skin and being more confident and being more embodied and really going after what you truly desire, not what society expects you to have, not, just random superficial success, but developing your essence, your potential. I just cannot, stress that enough. It's like, I'm passionate about those subjects. I have personally transformed my entire reality, but my external reality changed, of course, and I'm really proud of where I'm at, and I'm proud of what I've achieved. I'm proud of my business. I'm proud of the things I have, but I am especially super proud of who I am as a woman, and I've grown and changed so much, and this is just so valuable. This is so precious, and I would never be where I'm at today if I didn't hire the mentors and the coach that I had along the journey. So that's it for part 1. I'm gonna create a second video explaining to you how you can hire a coach. Again, this is your intimate journey. This is important. In the meantime, you can download your free ebook, Get Your Shit Together and Thrive, in the description below. And you can also reach out to me on Instagram, because at the moment I'm enrolling 2 beautiful souls for private coaching with me. The enrollments are open now and will close in April, but you can reach out to me at any time, because I always have a wait list if you want to work with me, if you feel called to expand on your own personal journey, to go and achieve your personal and professional goals, to step into the leader that you are and to gain more confidence, to do it in the space of personal development, mindset reprogramming, but also bringing that touch of feminine and masculine polarities, the spirituality behind it, and the pleasure codes of Tantra and Tantric teachings to your personal development. And also my clients always say that I'm a tough love coach. I will push you to the edges of your comfort zone, and I will hold you and love you so much. If you visit my website, that is actually one of my favorite quotes, and that's how I run my business. It's this quote that says, wait, I need to put myself in condition. I am not here to teach you. I'm here to love you. The love will teach you. This is my favorite quote, and that's how I run my business. That's how I work with my clients. It's just with my heart, loving you, holding you to your highest potential. But also sometimes my love is a bit tough, because I'm gonna get you uncomfortable so that you step into the most epic, extraordinary, magnificent version of you. If that's something that you want to explore, then you can visit my website and send me a DM on Instagram. That's usually where I do the whole process. Sending you so much love, and I talk to you soon. Mwah.